Healthcare doesn't break inside the hospital, it breaks after discharge. Patients walk out with a paper plan, three prescriptions, two referrals, and a lab order, all sitting in different systems that don't talk to each other. The result: missed appointments, medication skipped, labs never done, and when the patient finally walks back in, the provider has 7 minutes to reconstruct 2 weeks of context. Vitalis is an agentic care orchestration layer built on Google's Agent Development Kit, Vertex AI Gemini, and the Cloud Healthcare API. It turns fragmented patient records into one coordinated, explainable care plan. Let me show you. We start at the login page. Authentication runs on Firebase Auth. Every user carries a custom claim, their role, organization, and patient ID, which the Fast API backend validates on every request. Tenant isolation never trusts the client. Signing in as a patient, we land on the Today dashboard. This is James Thompson, 56 years old, discharged 5 days ago after a heart failure exacerbation. Ejection fraction 35%, also hypertensive and diabetic, 3 medications, and a cardiology follow up in 3 days. Everything you see here was assembled in under half a second by two agents. The patient context agent pulled his longitudinal record from the Cloud Healthcare Firehar store, and the care plan agent turned that into today's actionable tasks. The agent trace panel shows the model used, the tokens consumed, and the latency. Every invocation is streamed to BigQuery for cost auditing and to Firestore for the user facing audit log. Moving to the care plan, the plan is split into daily and weekly views, medications, vitals, appointments, labs. But here's the AI first part. Every task carries an AI generated rationale grounded in the patient's own conditions, not generic advice. Lisinopril is explained in the context of his heart failure and his blood pressure trend. Behind the scenes, the education agent personalizes this per patient using Gemini Flash, and critically, if Vertex is unavailable, a deterministic fallback returns the same response schema. The UI never breaks. Now, let's say James isn't feeling right. He opens the symptoms page and reports that he's been feeling dizzy and shortness of breath since yesterday. Watch what happens. The risk escalation agent running on Gemini Pro for higher reasoning just combined his cardiac history, his recent missed weight checks, and these new symptoms. It flagged a possible heart failure decompensation. Critical urgency, but notice what did not happen. The system did not auto call emergency services, it did not alert the cardiologist directly. Every high or critical AI suggestion goes into an approval queue. Humans gate every consequential action, the agent reasons, the clinician decides. Now we switch roles. Same application, different login provider at demo.vitalis.app. The routing and access control are enforced server side from the Firebase claim. The provider lands on the approvals queue. James's escalation is sitting at the top, critical priority with the agent's full rationale and evidence trail. The provider can approve, reject, or modify. Every decision is written back to Firestore as part of the audit chain. After approving, the provider opens James's pre-visit brief. This is the provider copilot, a one-screen summary generated by Gemini Pro. Active conditions, missed tasks, current medications, the recommended next intervention. What used to take 7 minutes of chart digging is now a 30-second read. And alongside the copilot, we have the doctor matcher agent for routing referrals and the vital stand agent, which catches patterns like rising blood pressure across three readings before they become emergencies. On the coordinator side, we close the loop on care gaps, appointment booking, admissions, and insurance pre authorization. Bed allocation and room assignments use a deterministic rules based agent because some decisions you simply don't want a language model making. And finally, the admin view, where the Google Cloud story comes together. Every Vertex AI call carries billing labels, module, workflow, agent role, organization. Those labels flow through cloud billing into BigQuery. We can tell you exactly how much each agent costs per patient per day. There's a monthly budget cap enforced at runtime. Stepping back, the full Google Cloud stack, Vertex AI, Gemini Flash, and Pro, orchestrated through the Agent Development Kit, powering 15 specialized agents, not one giant chatbot. The Cloud Healthcare API as the fire source of truth with a synthetic data fallback for demos. Firestore for application state, approvals, and audit traces. BigQuery for agent invocation, telemetry, and cost analytics. cloud storage for discharge documents, lab PDFs, and insurance cards, PubSub for escalation and admission events, cloud tasks for scheduled reminders and bed reservation timeouts, Firebase Auth for identity and role claims, and Cloud Run hosting both the Fast API backend and the React frontend. Three things make Vitalis different from just another healthcare chatbot. One, it's multi agent, not monolithic. 15 specialized agents, each with a clear contract, each independently testable. Two, it's safe by design. Every high risk recommendation hits a human approval gate. Every AI path has a deterministic fallback. The app degrades gracefully, it never lies and never silently fails. 3. It's transparent. Every agent run is logged to BigQuery, every approval is in Firestore, every rupee of Gemini spend is labeled and traceable. Vitalis turns the messiest part of healthcare, the space between visits, into a coordinated, explainable AI first journey. Thank you.